Hey, welcome this weekend at The Crossing. My name's Tim Celek. I'm the lead pastor at our church, and I get the opportunity to sit right here where you're seated, and I don't get that opportunity very often. And I just want to say thank you to you for sitting in a seat this weekend and letting God work in your life. It is phenomenal to have you be a part of our campus this weekend. And if you're here and you're brand new, it's good to have you on our campus. I just want to tell you, I can't tell you all the things that are going on at this church, but go to the website, thecrossing.com. thecrossing.com, just like it sounds, or go right out afterwards, out onto our campus and find the Welcome Center. And there are some skillful, gifted, loving people who will tell you a little bit more about what's going on at this church at this present time. But one thing I would like you to do right now, would you please? Everybody take out one of these cards, okay? It says Easter on it. Just pull it out right now, would you please? And then what I'd like you to do is, on the side that says Good Friday and Easter, turn that side to where you're looking at it. I just want to let you know, if you're somewhat new to the church, just so you know this, the Good Friday services are different from the Easter weekend services, okay? So different programming, different music, different message. In fact, on Good Friday services, both at noon and at 7 o'clock, we're going to be celebrating the Lord's Supper or communion together. So come and join us for that. And then I want you specifically to invite people to the Easter services on Saturday at 5:30 or Sunday at 7:30 or 9 or 10:30 or noon. In fact, what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to go right after the service is over and pick up a ticket for one of each service. You decide which one you're coming to, but I'd love for you to bring some of your neighbors, your coworkers, your family members, your friends. I'd love for you to bring them with you to Easter this year. I've specifically already given out 3 tickets to different service hours. I've asked some people who don't go to this church and have actually never been to this church what would be the best time for them. So I pulled a ticket out for them and I've invited them. So it's a great tool for us to use to invite people to come with us. So right after the service, go to the level you're seated at in the back of the auditorium. So the level you're seated at in the back of the auditorium, and you can pick up ticket or tickets for all the people you're going to bring with you, okay? Hey, during this next song, we're going to take up our weekend offering. And just so you know, for those of you kind of new to the church, you don't have to feel obligated to give. There's 4 different ways you can give. You can give through cash or check as the silver buckets go by. You can give on an app on your phone. Go online. That's the way my wife Sue and I do it, thecrossing.com/give, and you can give that way. It's phenomenal to have those tools at our disposal. But really what's intriguing for me is giving. What it's about is somebody like me who has gratitude. It's somebody like you who has gratitude for what God has provided you and what He's provided me. And we give a portion back to Him saying, thank you. Thank you for what you've given to me. And I'm just going to trust that you're going to provide for me in the future. That's what giving is all about. And thank you ahead of time for the gifts that you'll be giving this weekend. Now let me just tell you, there's a whole lot of people in this world. They can't live and they can't breathe. I know that sounds kind of outlandish for us in the United States, but literally there are people that count on you and me doing something together. That's what Hope Lives is all about. Helping people live, helping people breathe as we come together to do something for other people in this world, whether it's sponsoring a child or providing drinkable water for people who don't have access to such things. We have begun as a church to rally behind that in unprecedented ways. So thank you so much for how you are providing hope so that somebody else can live and somebody else can breathe.
What you hold in your hands is a very precious groupings of materials because it represents the life of a child.
We learned that kids all over the world are getting sick because they don't have clean drinking water like we do.
This is what the 150 kids in the Compassion International Project drink every single day.
Man, I got to tell you right now at The Crossing, I am so incredibly humbled to be your pastor because we're seeing unprecedented blessing at this church right now. It's off the hook. I mean, just like our growth, we're seeing new numbers of growth unlike at any other time in our history. I mean, just like last weekend, for example, there were only 50 parking spots left on the surrounding area of our campus at our 11:15 service. Now, that's a problem, but it's a good problem to have. And I'll tell you, like just over the last number of weeks, the number of new people stepping in to serve, to volunteer their time and their talent, 55 new people serving in the children's ministry. There are 39 new people serving in the guest experience ministry, 30 plus new volunteers in the care and recovery ministry, and the list goes on and on and on. And I get this, okay? Over the last 2 weekends, we have seen over 185 children sponsored through Compassion International, Mosaic Vision, and Serve Life International. 185 kids. And now here's the topper. Okay, you ready for this? Get this. Last weekend, we have seen over $10,000 come in for the water projects. That's pennies, dimes, nickels, and quarters. Can you believe it? $10,000. Everybody put your hands together. Woo! It's off the charts amazing, friends. And now I just want to introduce you to the person who's literally leading the charge in our outreach ministries globally and locally as he shares with us this weekend. So would you put your hands together for a long-term staff member, someone incredibly faithful to God, and someone who really desires to love on all people. Put your hands together for Ian Stevenson.